Welcome to this weekend edition, and let's have a quick look alphabetically all the FNO counters. आरती is in a box. ABFRL अच्छी एक 220 के ऊपर अगर closing आई. Going forward, I can see a good 240 plus 245 targets coming. ACC बहुत अच्छी consolidation phase together with Adani Enterprise and Adani Ports. ये दोनों companies हम already radar पे रखे हैं. And definitely going forward there can be more move which can be coming together with that. Amaraja battery is also a nice consolidation. I think going forward ye shayad ek 700 ke taraf ek dip kare, and that might be a very good opportunity if you are trying to see if it is able to hold the levels of 700. Ambuja Cement, very good structure. Apollo Hospital, very good structure. The structure is still intact and it can still so we are waiting for a closing about 5,000. हमने पहले इसको trade किया था during this phase, and now we are just waiting for it to move and give us a direction of the trade. Ashok Leyland it was able to give a nice closing, but it seems like the trend is getting weaker, and so maybe it will again but no matter what, it is stuck in a box. It's not much of an interest to me. Asian Paints, I am pretty sure we are going to see an all-time high in this week if the sentiments of Nifty are not broken. AU Bank, this is a typical weak structure. जब तक ये 1200 के ऊपर closing नहीं देगी, there is nothing we can say. On the other hand, if it is not able to hold the level of 1150, then theoretically it will have much more downfall towards the levels of 1000. Auto Pharma is also in a nice consolidation, trying to get some support from 750. Axis Bank, very fantastic structure. Going forward, we may be able to see all-time high and more than that, and so this are a few of the stocks from A which we are going to take. Bajaj Auto is in a box between 3700 and 3850, so there's not much. Bajaj Finserv, Bajaj Finance, both very wonderful structures. Going forward, I am pretty sure that we are going to see all-time high, and especially in Bajaj Finance, the structure is very awesome compared to Bajaj Finserv. This we have already discussed earlier, but still both of the structures are good. Balakrishna Industries बहुत अच्छी consolidate कर रही है, and together with that is also near all-time high. Bata India is also trying to get some support, so this is a very typical cup and handle pattern which is going to come in 1800 के ऊपर अगर closing आई, so going forward we can expect the levels of 2000. BEL, I think this is a very weak structure, और अगर ये 200 के ऊपर closing देती है, then only I would be bullish. We took the trade from these days and we closed it much earlier. जैसे मैं ट्वीट किया था 190 was my target, it went for 200, but now it seems like if it is unable to hold the levels of 190 on a closing basis, there can be more downfall. Bajaj Paint, very good structure, and going forward there can be a very good momentum. हमने भारतीय एयरटेल भी cover किया था, and now it seems like there is still a lot of steam left. BHEL is also trying to get a support at 55, and so from a target perspective, definitely 60 is a very strong resistance. Biocon is also trying to get some support from 350. There's not much. BPCL is also let's see if it is able to move towards 490 plus closing. Britannia, very good structure, and I think going forward we can see a new all-time high definitely in Britannia. Okay, with C we have Cadilla dancing at 550, nothing much. Canfin Homes was able to give a good move in the last sessions when we discussed. It seems like until and unless it is able to as long as ye 600 levels ko hold kari on a closing basis, there's nothing much to worry about, and maybe it will try to consolidate around about at 600 for this expiry. Cholafin, very nice consolidation is happening, and right now ये शायद ये अगर ये 600 के ऊपर closing दी, there will be more impetus. हमने 500 के ऊपर जब closing आई थी, this was when we started tracking. From there it went towards 600, which was a technical target, and that was also met. Cipla also is trying to get some support at 950, and this was a very good candle. Going forward, I think from a technical perspective, the levels of 1000 are very much evident. Let's see if it is able to hold this 950 levels. Coforge, I think I don't like this. I didn't like this structure of the candle. The size was pretty big and there was no lower wick. So now let's see if it is able to move past it. In technical perspective, में इसकी target already achieve हो चुकी है. Colpal is also looking as a very good structure. It's this movement is very similar to Asian Paints. So let's have a quick look at Asian Paints over here. एशियन पेंट्स जिस तरह से 3000 लेवल्स को छू के ये ऐसे ट्रेड कर रही थी, दिस इज़ एग्जैक्टली द सेम स्ट्रक्चर यू कैन सी एंड आई थिंक गोइंग फॉरवर्ड कोलपैल का भी अभी 1700 इज द सेम वे. सो आई थिंक गोइंग फॉरवर्ड देयर कैन बी अ न्यू ऑल टाइम हाई कमिंग इन कोलपैल. कॉन्कोर बहुत अच्छी स्ट्रक्चर थी. हमने बोला था कि अगर ये 700 के ऊपर जब क्रॉस करेगी वी आर गोइंग टू एंटर द ट्रेड. वी डिडंट ट्रेड इट बिकॉज इट्स अ PSU, बट आई डिड ऑलवेज मेंशन दिस वाज गोइंग फॉर न्यू 52 वीक हाई एंड दैट्स एग्जैक्टली व्हाट्स हैव बीन हैपनिंग. Coromandel, nothing much in CUB, City Union Bank. If you are interested, you can have a look. 160 के ऊपर अगर closing आई, then from a technical perspective, there are new move can come in, but I won't I have much better companies to track. Cubans India, very good structure. You can see that it has been able to maintain these levels of 1050 and it's just trying to go beyond that, and this is already in my radar and I have been tweeting a lot about it. From D Dabur, very good structure. Deepak Nitrite, very good structure. Divi's Lab, I think this particular candle I didn't like, and let's see if it is able to rebound. जब ये 5300 levels को cross करेगी, we will be entering the trade. But I don't like this particular size of this candle. So of course it can reverse, and if it is able to move past 5200, we would be tracking. But nothing much. अगर ये 5000 के नीचे closing देती है, then this would definitely be a bearish stock to consider. Dixon, nothing much in a box. DLF, nothing much. Dr. Reddy, जब तक 5000 के ऊपर closing नहीं आती है, won't be interested. ये मैं बहुत दिन से बोल रहा हूँ जब से ये downfall start हुई थी. And other than that, Aisha Motor is also consolidating. So with this VND, Aisha Motor is consolidating. Escorts, very good structure, very small consolidation is happening. Going forward, I'm planning for an all-time high. Exide Industry is also trying to fill the gap which it had with a gap up opening. Let's see if it is able to move past it. Keep Exide Industry in your radar. In F and G, Federal Bank box, Gale box, Glenmark box, nothing. Godrej Consumer Products, a very good structure. 1100 levels को hold कर रही है, and going forward we are just waiting for a good move, and then we would be entering again as long as it's able to hold the levels of 1090. There is absolutely not a issue, and this should be in your radar. Similarly, Godrej Properties also very nice consolidation has been happening for few sessions. So let's see if it is able to move forward. Granules, nothing much. Grasim is also a very good. It was able to meet the targets of 1600. हमारा target 1580 को था, which was already met, and now let's see if it is able to consolidate and hold these levels. Gujarat Gas, as we had discussed earlier, it seems like there is weakness, especially with this closing below the levels of 700. From a technical perspective, it is going towards a 650. With H, we have HAL, and this is also one of the companies जो इसके बारे में मैं tweet किया था, and I think going forward we can see a very good up move in HAL, and from a target perspective, 1700 should be available and achievable in the short to medium term. Of course, depending on the sentiment of the market. Where Havels, a very good consolidation. HCL Tech, very good consolidation. Let's see if it is able to take out the levels of 1215 and on a closing basis, and if that happens, then theoretically this is going to move much further. HDFC AMC, हमारा target 3300 था, which was already met on this day, and now let's see if it is able to consolidate at 3200 levels. HDFC, very nice consolidation together with HDFC Bank. ये दोनों structures, they look pretty good. Now let's see if it is able to give us some move. HDFC Life, after this we had this very nice consolidation. Going forward, अगर 750 के ऊपर closing आती है, then only it will give some more momentum. But we have already discussed how we are going to how and why we are going to stay away from the companies which belongs to the insurance sector, so I won't be tracking it. In general, if any close below the levels of 725 comes in, this will be a bearish structure. Hiromoto is also in a box, nothing much. Hindalco, very nice consolidation. Try to keep Hindalco in your radar for this week. Let's see if it is able to give us a nice move, because it has been long since it has been consolidating, and let the market decide and give us the direction of the trade. Hindustan Petro, not much. Hindustan Unilever, very good structure like Britannia, small candles, and now we are waiting for a big fat candle like this one. With this, we end H. With I, we have ICICI Bank, very good structure, very nice consolidation is happening. ICICI GI, the same logic with HDFC Life. We won't be tracking or trading this one. In general, this looks like it's getting weaker, and agar ye 1600 ke niche closing deti hai, there will be a more good downfall. ICICI Prudential Life is also we are going to avoid. Idea, not much. IEX, this looks like a very good consolidation is happening. Let's see if it is able to move past and give a closing above 600. From target perspectives, the levels of 800 should be very much be achievable. I think going forward, if I have to put if I have to bet my money, I think this can be a bearish trade, but it depends on which way the market opens and how it reacts. In general, there are a lot of positions which have been added, and from the data which I got from NSE, at the end of the day, it seems like positions are getting added in the short side, but you never know. And going forward, agar ye 615 levels ko breach kar diya, there can be more upside. So there is nothing much. Let's see what comes out at the end of Monday. IGL is also nicely consolidating. There's not much. Indian Hotel बहुत अच्छी strong closing दी है. Let's see if it is able to move forward and achieve the targets of 165 from a technical perspective. India Mart is very nice consolidating. You can see this is getting smaller, so maybe India Mart will also have a move very soon. Let's see. And from a target perspective, I think 9,000 is a good target, and it has already been achieved, but let's see if it is able to move forward, because the sentiment of the market is really good. Indigo, this is more of I don't like the structure, and I would prefer to stay away from it. But again, 2000 may agar jaake 2000 above closing the, so there can be a good up move. For this type of candle structure, I wait for something like this, a structure coming in. Let's see if it is able to do that in the short term. Indus Tower, nothing much. I never trade and would never trade on this one. IOC also is trying to consolidate. Let's see if it is able to move further. Ipca Lab is also in a box. IRCTC, very nice structure is forming. I would wait for 2-3 days before I jump in. We also have to take care of when the stock split is happening, so that might be also something to consider. ITC is also in a box. With this we end I. With the J we have Jindal Steel. This is a typical bearish structure. Agar ye 400 ke upar agar achhi move nahi di, so, and if it actually goes below the levels of 390, there can be, or 388, there can be more downfall in Jindal Steel, and so is also true for JSW Steel. 700 upar closing, we would be interested. Jubilant Food, very nice consolidation is happening. I'm pretty sure this is going to be a new all-time high. Next we come to Kotak Bank. Kotak Bank हमारा 1826 के ऊपर 1840 था. This was actually achieved, and now it's trying to consolidate. I would expect some candles like this coming in Kotak Bank, and that would actually be very much meaningful. And then the breakout which will happen over 1840, 1830 is going to be much a stronger one. L&T Finance Housing, it has been consolidating. Let's see if it is able to move past maybe and then achieve the targets of 18. Yeah, I think the targets are 95 plus from this level. Also Lal Path Lab, nice consolidation. LIC Housing Finance also, it is trying to consolidate, and it will consolidate. LT, very good structure. This is, if it is able to move past 1700, we would be tracking it, and definitely this would be in our trading radar. Similarly for LTI and LTTS, ये इन तीन companies, LAT based companies के बारे में I've already discussed, and the view remains the same. M&M, it seems like it's trying to consolidate. Any closing below 750 will take it below 700 in no time. So stay away from M&M Finance. Good consolidation is happening. Maybe a good move is going to come very soon. Similarly Marico, it made हमने बहुत दिनों से हम डिस्कस कर रहे थे, it was going to make an all time high, and this is exactly what it did. Going forward from a technical perspective, I think the levels of 575 was a good target, and let's see if it is able to move past this, and then we would be interested in this one. With McDowell United Spirits, a very good kind of structure, and consolidation is happening soon, together with MCX also. Nice structure. Let's see how it moves. Metropolis, it went towards 3000, and it was able to give to us 3000 from a technical perspective. It seems like there could be an up move towards an all-time high. Similarly, MFSL, one of the fantastic companies which I'm tracking right now, or at least fantastic trades are coming out. Any closing above 1100 would be an awesome long opportunity for us to carry for a swing position. MGL, nice consolidation. Mindtree, very nice consolidation, and Emphasis also is trying to hold 3000 levels. Let's see what comes out of it. There's not much in MRF 80,000 के below अगर closing आई, and especially अगर ये 78,000 के below अगर closing आई, so there will be more downfall. Muthoot Finance is also in a consolidation phase. Nam India made an all-time high 450. हमारा target 444 का था, and we overshoot the target, but at least it was able to close at 440. Let's see how it moves. अगर 450 के ऊपर move आती है, we would again be entering the trade. National Alum is also trying to go for a very nice consolidation, but since it's a PSU, so I would avoid it. And other than that, Naukri, very nice consolidation is happening after this big move. ये हमने ट्वीट भी किया था, ट्रेड भी लिया था इसको. It was in a nice consolidation phase, and this is a similar structure which I also expected. Companies like LTI, LTTS, Mindtree, the ones which we discussed. Navin Florin, very good as long as it's able to, it gave a closing below 4,000, but I think any move above 4040 levels will again give a new life, and theoretically from a technical perspective it should be going towards 4400, and this is still pending. Nestle India, very good bullish overthrow, and it made an all-time high again, and I think it has more moves left. NMDC, nothing much. NTPC, nothing. OFS is again in a box, there's not much. ONGC also in a box. Page Industry, very nice consolidation is happening. Let's wait for a closing above 3300, and similarly PALE is also in a box. Petronet, very good 227 में उसको हमेशा support मिलती है. Let's see if it is able to give us a big fat candle like this, and then we would be explicitly shorting the 230 put option, and it seems like it's going to be a good trade for this expiry. Pfizer, very good consolidation. Pidilite, a very good consolidation is happening. It's able to maintain the levels of 2300. Similarly, PI Industry has been making all-time highs, and I am still in the trade. Let's see until and unless 3300 के नीचे जाते के closing करती है, there's still a lot of hope for this particular company to make a new all-time high. PNB, nothing much. Polycab, also a very nice structure. It is trying to go, and closing above 2500 would be interesting for us to track. Power Grid, मैंने 170 बोला था, and this was already achieved. It's a weak structure, we will stay away from it. PVR is also in a box, not much. With R, let's start with Ramko Cement, very nice structure. Actually, Ramko Cement would be one of the trades which we would be tracking in our trades, and maybe going forward we will see a new up move coming in. RBL Bank, not much. RDC Limited, हमारा 160 target था, and it went towards 159.75, and this target came in because of this particular breakout which happened, closing above 150, and from there it went to 160. So I think from a target perspective it's still in a box, and let's see if it is able to move past it. Reliance, fantastic structure. I am still very bullish on Reliance. जब तक 2400 और especially 2380 के नीचे closing नहीं आती, there's nothing to worry. With this we end. Or with S, sale, nothing much. SBI Life, as I said, we will avoid. State Bank of India 433 ऊपर closing अगर आएगी तो it will definitely be going above 444 levels, and this is what we have. Shree Cement, very good, nice consolidation is happening, and I think going forward we would be seeing much higher targets, especially all-time highs. Siemens, very nice. अभी ये अच्छी reversal दी है. Let's see if it is able to hold the levels of 2200. SRF, very nice. And so from a structure perspective, SRF and Deepak Nitrite both have very good strong structures, and then comes Navin Florin. So but the sentiments are good for this particular sector and Nifty in general, so there's nothing to worry for now. Star, nothing much. Sun Pharma, 800 per closing would be interesting. Sun TV, avoid Sun TV. And Syngene also is one of the stocks which I discussed today. As why I would be tracking it is की actual video आपको upper right hand corner में मिल जाएगी, and that will actually discuss this. Tata Chem in a box. Tata Consumer are making very good structure, very nice consolidation. I think going forward there is more strength left. Tata Motors was unable to move past 300. अगर अभी ये 290 के नीचे 292 के नीचे अगर आ गई तो there will be more downfall towards the levels of 268 and 270 and below. Tata Power is also in a box. जब तक 135 is the level we have been monitoring, जब तक उसके ऊपर कुछ नहीं आती, there's nothing much we can expect. Similarly, Tata Steel also is in a box. We discussed why Tata Steel is so important and so interesting for me. Have a look at that video. You will find it in the upper right hand corner. And TCS also, very nice consolidation is happening. Don't be stupid and go ahead and short TCS, even if it's more of a buy in dips rather than sell. And also Tech Mahindra is in a very nice consolidation phase. All-time high should be achievable agar 1400 levels hold key. Titan 2000 hold key, there will be new all-time high coming in, and so you should be in the trade. Torrent Pharma is also forming a nice cup and handle formation. You can see there was a nice, and now this 3200 ke upar there will be more to come. From a target perspective, 3500 should be achievable in no time if it is able to give a closing about 3200. Torrent Power in a box. Trend, very good structure. We have been tracking it. Agar ye 1000 ke upar niche closing nahi deti, there is nothing to worry. TVS Motor in a box, nothing much. UBL, very nice structure. Agar 1600 ke upar we should be tracking it. Going forward, agar ye 1550 levels ko breach nahi karti, there is nothing much to worry. Ultra Chemco also, nice consolidation is happening. Going forward, I can expect a big candle like this one coming, so keep it in your radar. UPL, nothing much from a technical perspective. Vedanta also nothing much. Voltas, very nice all-time highs, and I think going forward there can be a new all-time high coming in no time. Wipro, I don't like these candles, but as long as 650 ke niche closing nahi aati hai, there is nothing much to worry. And Zeal, as always, try to avoid. Thanks a lot for listening. Hope you got all the FNO counters and the way I am looking at it. As always, stay with the companies which are all-time highs, and try to track for companies jab bhi Nifty mein weakness aati hai, how they dip and how quickly they are able to recover. That will give you the generic sentiment of the market. So thanks a lot for listening. Bye bye.